right now I think we only have about 2 or 3 populations that we think still exist. There are several others that were known from decades ago that have been extirpated, mainly due to habitat loss, but perhaps to some other factors that we don't fully understand. And so, like, this region for Eastern Spadefoot is really important. The stronghold for the species is Cape Cod. This animal burrows deep into the ground. Basically, it's a desert-adapted species. The whole taxonomic group of spadefoots, they're desert species, and this one, species of that group, Eastern Spadefoot, occurs all the way up into the northeast. Massachusetts is at the northern limit of its range, so it's very rare up here, but we do get it, and mainly on the Cape in these dune systems, where you get when the groundwater table rises, and you get these shallow ephemeral pools between the dunes. The animals come out of the ground en masse, and they migrate to these pools. They're calling like crazy. They breed in a matter of 1 day, maybe 2 days if the weather's cold, and they lay their eggs. Then they're right back out of the pool and back underground again. And the eggs will hatch in a couple of days. And if the temperatures warm up, if the temperature's cold, it could take maybe a week for the eggs to hatch. Tadpoles can develop in only a few weeks and metamorphose. So they're one of the fastest metamorphosing amphibians in the state, as opposed to say green frogs and bullfrogs are most common frogs in the state. They take a full year and a half to develop before they can metamorphose. So this species is adapted or evolved to take advantage of like very short periods of time where there's water on the ground, and then they just bide their time underground the rest of the year. Got it.
What do you want me to do with the ropes? Throw it over there?
Everyone's in place, we'll start pulling. Like I said, we'll try to keep it off the ground, okay? So we don't drag. If it's dragging, it's going to push soil into the basin, so we're going to try to keep it off the ground the best we can. Watch your footing if you end up stepping on or into or near the edge of the basin. Is everyone ready? Yep. We've got people ready to grab that side? All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Guys, you gotta pick up the side.
Keep it off the ground.
Where are my helpers for the back? Alright, I need a couple of you.
We've marked the highest point in elevation with orange dots around the perimeter here, and that's where our anchor points are going to be. So all of those dots are at about the same height, and that will be the maximum water level in the pool. Now, what I want to start with, just to make sure we have enough spikes, is start with every other dot, okay? You're gonna, on the orange dot, you're gonna have your washer on your spike, drive your spike straight down into the soil.
You're not even right?
No.
Oh, so just Dalen, there's just no pictures of
There's
Dalen.
actually more than that. 2, 3, 5, 6.
Show them what an Aggie girl's all about.
I told Mr. Beals, like, it's your calling.
Nice, Charlotte. I can do it
driving
now.
Spikes, and he goes,
Look at her go.
It does. It's not me. Well, that's made for when you're doing the rubber mallet really. So, right, now stop it.
This pool we did a little differently. We had limited money for this project, and most of it went into purchasing those liners. But we wanted to try some other pool types because I don't know if any of you are familiar with Grassroots Wildlife Conservation and Mass Audubon. They're doing a Spadefoot reintroduction project in Falmouth, and where they're building pools like the ones that we're doing up there and introducing Spadefoots to the site. Bristol Aggie in years past, from what I hear, was a class just ahead of yours. we're raising spadefoot tadpoles and even some juvenile spadefoots as part of that program to introduce to that site. And we hope to do that in the next few years with Bristol Aggie as well for this project.